Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the commencement exercises for the Rutherford High School class of 2024. You know, I prayed all month that it wouldn't rain. However, I did not pray for this. At this time, I'd like to call up the Vice President of the senior class, Mr. Matthew Scheibe, for the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is located on the southeast end of the field. Following the pledge, please remain standing for the national anthem sung by our senior members of our concert choir.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, would you please remove your hats for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Tonight is a very special night that we celebrate the accomplishments of this senior class. Your high school years started in a very unique way, attending high school in cohorts. However, you got to finish your high school experience the way you all deserve, in a true bulldog fashion, together as one family. A lot of work goes into being a class advisor over the last 4 years. I would like to give the senior class advisors a huge round of applause, Miss Stephanie Smallsteed and Miss Cheryl Bott. I would now like to introduce the president of the senior class, Mr. Bobby Else.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bobby Else, and it is my honor to welcome you all to the class of 2024 graduation ceremony. It has been my privilege to serve as the class president for the past 2 years, and now as the student body president of Rutherford High School. But I was much more than that. I was a protector. I would stay up till dawn, looking over my city and keeping us safe. I was always lurking in the shadows, fighting crime and serving justice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the main reason I was so exhausted and moody every morning. For the past few months, I've had the fearful thought in the back of my mind that I had to come up here and speak to you all. I would write pages upon pages of different graduation speeches with different topics and styles. But no matter what I wrote, I didn't like it. I ended up resorting to sources like TikTok, YouTube, and even looking up graduation speeches on Google. Every single one of the speeches that I read or heard had to do with moving on and exciting ventures that we all now had to look forward to. But What about all of the amazing experiences that the school and this community has offered us? I can look back now and see Dr. Hopkins, Mr. Moreno, and some student helpers talking to all of us at freshman orientation, telling us how high school would fly by. I remember believing them, but not truly understanding it. I remember being at our first actual football game, seeing the enormous crowd that our town creates, and sitting at the top of our bleachers being screamed at by Amelia Zamora for not being loud enough. I remember seeing Miss Dalia in the halls yelling at some student for failing a test and hoping that I wouldn't end up having her. I, unfortunately, did. I'm just kidding. Love you, Miss Dalia, wherever you are. I remember the Macbeth video project that we all made in Miss Garrow's English class. I remember always having a question for Miss Leonard and her always having the ability to find a story to go along with it. I remember walking the long, treacherous journeys we all had to make to Park Ave just for a 20-minute lunch and coming back to hear Matt Weinbrecht chanting, "Let's go Rangers, man." I remember sitting in Miss P's class and having some of the most random yet intelligent and enjoyable conversations you could ever have. I remember spitting back and forth jokes to Mr. O about how small he looks today. He's pretty small. And finally, I remember sitting in class, looking up at the clock and asking myself, when will this period end? I spent so much time during high school asking that same question over and over again. I didn't realize how much I would one day regret ever saying those words. Through all of the happiness, sadness, anger, and whatever other emotion we all may have experienced, it was some of the best memories we'll ever make. I can't thank Rutherford High School and its community enough for being so unique and exciting. Without all of the friendly people in this community and in this class, I don't know what life would be like. Rutherford High School has helped us to create so many memories and long-lasting relationships that I believe will never go away. This year's 2024 class was the greatest class I could have possibly been in. Every single one of us supported, helped, and appreciated each other. We all worked as a team and had many great accomplishments. Without all of the phenomenal people that surrounded me, including the amazing teaching staff, family, friends, etc., I wouldn't be the person I am today. This school is so much more than just a building to learn English and math. It is a place to learn new aspects about yourself. It opened up my eyes to find out what it is I want to be for the rest of my life. As we stand on the brink of new beginning, let us go forth with gratitude in our hearts, determination in our spirits, and commitment to living each day to the fullest. For in the end, it is not the years in our lives that count, but the life in our years. Congratulations, class of 2024. May your futures be bright, your dreams be bold, and your hearts be filled with boundless joy. Thank you.
We as a district value the support that we receive from the Board of Education, and I truly thank them for that. At this time, I'd like to welcome the President of the Board of Education, Dr. Sergio Alati.
Bobby Else, amazing job. Esteemed faculty, staff, and administrators, Mr. Hurley and Mr. Morano, Mr. DeBarry, families and friends here today, Rutherford Board of Education, 9 for 9, and most importantly, the incredible graduating class of 2024. I'm here speaking today not only as the president of the Rutherford Board of Education, but as a father whose heart is filled with pride and gratitude. As a number of you know, I've got 2 children who've experienced the magic of the Rutherford District Schools from the beginning. My son, James Alati, he's that one over there from the class of 2024, and my daughter, Jules, who walked this stage just 3 years ago, and even my wife, Jennifer, is an RHS alum. She graduated recently, too. So my connections to this special day are truly profound. I'd like to take a moment and recognize the families and friends in the audience, many of whom I've had the pleasure to get to know over the years, at school events, sports games, or social gatherings, thank you for providing a deep sense of belonging that my family and I'm sure others here today have felt and valued. To the graduates in the audience today, I've had the pleasure of watching a lot of you grow up. Some of you I've known since you were really little. Doyle, Austin, Else, Francisco, Gossard, Kelly, Coppola, DeSalvo, Hurwith, Marullo, Naruki, Nicodemo, Savalia, Santana, Scheibe, Smith, Ten, Travers, Van Ness. The names go on and on. And some of you have gotten to know later on, directly or indirectly. And I know for a fact that as a class, you've had a wonderful impact on one another, because I've personally witnessed it as a parent, and because I've heard about it alongside my fellow Board of Education members through the lens of the student representative to the board, Poppy Bimson, who shared about all of your many accomplishments. You have and will be truly known as a kind class that really cares about one another, and I have genuine admiration for all of you seated on the field today. In fact, I've been greatly looking forward to the honor of handing each of you your diploma in just a little while. And by the way, remember, right hand shake, left hand take, and as a bonus, freeze and look forward so your loved ones can sneak a photo. You're welcome, parents. After all, this extraordinary moment is something your families will carry with them forever, and forever is about to happen in the next few minutes. As a psychology major back in college, I was always intrigued by the complexities of the theory of nature versus nurture. It's a debate that delves into the very fabric of what makes us who we are. Two psychologists in particular have left an indelible mark on this debate. On one side, we have the eminent B.F. Skinner championing the power of nurture. He believed that our behaviors are a result of conditioning, emphasizing the influence of our environment on our development. On the other side, we find the pioneering work of Sir Francis Galton, a proponent of nature, who asserted that our genes predominantly determine our destiny. If I were to ask you graduates today to pick only one of those two theories as the dominant factor in shaping your future self, which would you pick? I'm personally all about the power of nurture as opposed to those genetic traits we pass on, right, parents? I mean, we may good advice every now and then, but it's all wrapped up in the power of nurture and with the goal of strengthening each of the 175 graduates seated in front of us. So if this theory of nurture is really that significant, then it behooves us to recognize and thank our faculty, staff, and administration for your passion, for your commitment, and all you've done to support, educate, and elevate these students. Can we take a moment to give them a round of applause? I'm reminded of a quote by the great Maya Angelou, who said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This sentiment encapsulates the essence of nurture, the profound effect of positive influences on one's life. And if the theory of nurture tells us that our surroundings have largely shaped who you are today, then I would say that makes us all pretty lucky, because Rutherford is one special place. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, I invite you graduates to remember the hands that shaped you, the hearts that believed in you, and the voices that encouraged you. I close by offering a small piece of advice wrapped in the beauty of a rhyming, brief poem, which my kids know is less embarrassing than me trying to perform it as a rap, which I've been known to do. You're welcome. In life's grand symphony, play your unique part. Let kindness be the melody that echoes from your heart. Embrace the wisdom that your teachers imparted. Their lessons are treasures, so go finish what they've started. I hold gratitude for something my father once shared, and I pass it on to you with affection and care. While finding your purpose, strive for the sky. No speed limits constrain, only roads to defy. One day in the future, hopefully filled with bliss, the next generation will be asked just this: who's impacted you most with passion so true? And graduates, what will it take for them to say you? As you bid farewell to the Rutherford High School years, cherish these memories and hold them dear. The world awaits, full of fulfillment and strife. May your journey be awesome. Go be a bulldog for life. Graduates, it's clear that you've accomplished what you came to do at RHS. Now it's your time, whatever your next life steps are, to take what you've learned and go be great. May you carry the love from this community here today as fuel for your strength, your perseverance, and your ongoing success and happiness in life. On behalf of this Rutherford Board of Education, we're all proud of you and rooting you on. Thank you. And let's make some noise as we celebrate this graduating class of 2024.
Now, for a special part of the ceremony, Dr. Shannon Hopkins, our Director of Guidance, will recognize the students who are being presented with a Board of Education award. This will be Dr. Hopkins' last graduation ceremony at RHS, as she is retiring and moving to Florida in 48 hours. So let's give her a giant round of applause that she deserves.
I begged him not to do that. Now he's just trying to break me. The Board of Education Scholastic Award is presented to those students who meet the criteria of a 3.7 or higher weighted grade point average for an academic year while also not receiving a final grade of less than a B-. The Bronze Award is presented to students who achieve a 3.7 or higher grade point average for one academic year. Students, please stand when your name is called. We ask that you hold your applause until all names have been read. Anthony Austin, Emma Cartwright, Mia Febo, Dylan Gravina, Caitlin Hayscamp, Mariah Lopez, Brian No, and Mishri Parikh. The Silver Award is presented to students who achieve a 3.7 or higher grade point average for 2 academic years. Students, again, please stand when your name is called. Garisa Eslani, Arda Aina, Elizabeth Dunlop, Bobby Else, Leah Finelli, Ansh Jodani, Arhum Khan, Om Savalia, Richard Sertiville, Honey Suteria, Louis Van Ness. The Gold Award is presented to students who achieve a 3.7 grade point average or higher for 3 academic years. This year's Gold Award winners are Alina Amaro, Liam Cahill, Edwin Chen, Ava Coppola, Surianne Cunningham, Sean Duggan, Daniel Francisco, Kaylee Griffin, Jeffrey Kim, Mackenzie Lancaster, Nihal Mangukia, Ariana Menjivar, Catherine Palazzi, Deirdre Reddington, Sarah Sabia, Nicholas Santiago, Matthew Scheibe, Lana Schroeder, Audrey Segadin, Oner Ulular, and Ryan Ward. And finally, our plaque winners have achieved a Board of Ed award for all 4 years, and they have previously received their plaques. Students, again, please stand when your name is called. Stella Abuwad, Erin Ahern, James Alati, Aiden Alshouse, Carrie Augustifer, Michaela Brennan, Bella Cardinale, Isabella Claveria, Cecilia Davidson, Jody DeSalvo, Sean Doyle, Ian Unsuncho, Mia Eubanks, Marina Faltaus, Daniel Fensick, Maya Forte, Jemmy Garita, Sophia Geltrude, Ayush Gohil, John Gossard, Ava Greiner, Carlito Inductivo, Hannah Kane, Lika Kachatrian, Sabrina Kresnicki, Yan Yu Lu, Rebecca Matthews, Maya McCosker, Coda Marizo, Ariana Medina, Abigail Moeller, Horatio Nelson, Chinzia Nicodemo, Maria Olivo, Kia Parikh, Aryan Patel, Lauren Flager, Neil Rana, Lauren Ramsey, Madeline Savage, Ellie Schmidt, Madison Silverstein Cuoto, Tyler Smith, Dylan Ten, Natalia Tomzak, Dylan Torres, Evan Tortora, Catherine Weigel, Owen Witt, and Emma Weisard.
It is with great pride that I would like to announce two very special awards. First, the salutatorian for the class of 2024 with a grade point average of 4.55, attending Rutgers University, Neil Rana. Smile. And now, the valedictorian for the class of 2024 with a grade point average of 4.69, attending Princeton University, Kia Parikh.
Good evening, distinguished guests, faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow students. I am Kia Parikh, and it is my honor to be speaking in front of you all today. When I first started thinking about what I wanted to write for this speech, I'll admit I was more nervous than I was excited. My dad actually saw this and he tried to comfort me. "Don't worry, it's only 1,600 people," he said. "How hard can it be? It's not like you'll wait until the last minute to write it." Oh boy. Fast forward to Tuesday morning, and I'm sitting at my kitchen table Googling how to write a valedictorian speech on my laptop. I watched numerous videos of other great speeches, but after a while, it all sort of started mushing together, and all I had written on the doc was, "Good evening." As I sat there for a few more minutes, pondering about what I should say, I realized that I was overthinking it way too much. I wanted to say something inspirational as we are all moving on from this memorable chapter of our lives and starting a new exciting one. But hey, I'm only 18. What do I know about giving life-changing advice? So I'll just speak from my heart. Some of us today clearly see the path that we will pursue in the future, and I'm excited to see all of the amazing things that we'll do. But for others, we're not so sure, and that's all right. As someone who likes to have a plan for every situation, I learned the hard way that there is no way to predict or be prepared for every possible outcome. There are so many different paths our lives could take, so many different people we are yet to meet, that constantly worrying about it can do more harm than good. By constantly trying to anticipate the future and worrying about what will come next, we sacrifice our chance to enjoy the present. As Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. So enjoy the little moments in life. Take a walk every once in a while and listen to the birds. Go on coffee runs with your friends and get a full 8 to 10 hours of sleep while you can. And most importantly, tell your loved ones how much you appreciate them, because none of us would be here today without their support. Soon, some of you might make Mrs. Leonard proud and go into business or accounting, and she could tell stories about you. Some of you may take Mrs. Germain's advice and realize that you had the bio brain all along. And she has a pretty high streak with that one, so if she said it, you know it's true. Or some of you might have flashbacks to Mrs. Delia calling you a ding-dong and stay as far away from math as possible. We still love Miss Delia, though. But no matter what you do, take some time to yourself to be grateful for the present. I am a firm believer that what is meant to happen will happen. So don't let your worries about the future let you overlook what and who you have now. Congratulations, class of 2024, and I wish you all the best of luck.
I'm extremely proud of all the graduates tonight. However, I would like to thank and recognize a special group of people. I would like to thank all of the students' parents and family members for their support over the years in the Rutherford school system. The class of 2024, please give your teachers, supervisors, administrators, and school staff one last round of applause for all their hard work to ensure that you be sitting in these chairs tonight. To Mr. Frazier, our graduation coordinator, the class of 2024 and I appreciate all your hard work in making this evening so special. Thank you, Mr. Frazier. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Mr. Hurley, I stand here tonight and with pleasure, I report that members of the class of 2024 here assembled have met the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of New Jersey and the Rutherford Board of Education. It is a privilege for me to present the class of 2024 to the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jack Hurley.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Morano, and good evening, Dr. Olati, Mr. Morano, Mr. DeBarry, Dr. Hopkins, Mr. Kelly, the members of the Board of Education, the faculty and staff of Rutherford High School, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2024. Tonight marks a significant milestone in your lives and in your family's lives. It's a moment that symbolizes simultaneously a beginning and an ending. Your journey through high school has been remarkable. We've heard some speeches tonight that certainly made that very apparent. And as you look forward to your future, it's important to remember that while many things will change, the core of who you are will remain constant. In academics, as we saw all the awards being presented tonight, you have demonstrated exceptional dedication and intellect. From mastering complex math or science problems to writing analytical essays, your hard work has paid off. And as you venture into higher education or the workforce, the critical thinking skills and the intellectual curiosity that you've developed here will continue to serve you well. But that success you have is not limited just to the classroom. On the athletic field, you have shown incredible perseverance and teamwork. In the arts, you have expressed yourself creatively and passionately. Your performances, whether in music, theater, or visual arts, have captivated and inspired us all. Your athletic and artistic endeavors have not only brought joy to others, but they have helped shape who you are, your identities, and your aspirations. And beyond the walls of Rutherford High School, your civic engagement and commitment to community have been equally impressive. Food drives, senior citizen proms, toy drives at the holidays. You have consistently shown compassion and willingness to make a difference, and your contributions have left a lasting impact on our community and the surrounding community, and that spirit of service and giving back will guide you. The friendships that you have formed here have played a significant role in your high school experience, and these bonds have supported you, given you joy and a sense of belonging. As you move forward, cherish these relationships. Remember the friends who stood by you through good times and bad times, because they will remain an integral part of your journey, even as you meet new people and build new connections. Your time here has also been marked by incredible resilience. You faced unexpected challenges, including, as was mentioned before, beginning high school during a global pandemic that reshaped the way we live and learn. Yet you adapted, thrived, and you proved that resiliency is not just about bouncing back, but growing stronger through adversity. You did all this by your own work, by your own ethic, your own dedication, but also with the help and support of your families and teachers. They've been your cheerleaders, your mentors, your guides. Their unwavering belief in your potential has helped you reach this milestone. So as you step into the future, never forget to express gratitude and thanks for their support, but also remember to continue to seek wisdom and guidance from those who care about your success. They will always be in your corner because once a bulldog, you're always a bulldog. As you transition to the next chapter of your lives, it's natural to feel excitement and also apprehension. But embrace the changes that lie ahead. And don't forget the foundation upon which you stand. It is a cliche, but it is true that the future is a blank canvas, and you have the power to create a masterpiece. Take risks, pursue your passions. Don't be afraid of failure. As you step into this new world of yours that you're about to embark upon, remember the words of the poet Maya Angelou. We may encounter many defeats, but we will never and must never be defeated. Your resilience will always be your greatest asset. So congratulations, class of 2024. May your journey be filled with endless possibilities, and may you always shine brightly. So, Mr. Morano, and all here assembled, under the authority granted to me by the state of New Jersey and by the Rutherford Board of Education, I hereby accept the class of 2024 that you have presented to me and certify them as graduates of Rutherford High School. Congratulations, and thank you all.
At this time, I invite Dr. Alati to come forward for the awarding of diplomas. I invite Ms. Stephanie Smallsty to the microphone to announce our graduation presenters. Please refrain from applause until all students' names have been called. This will ensure that parents can hear their child's name announced.
Good evening. The class of 2024 will have their names announced by the senior class officers. President, Bobby Else. Vice President, Matthew Shivey. Secretary, Om Savalia. And Treasurer, James Alati.
Stella Abu Awad. Jada Agurdo. Aaron Ahern. James Alati. Aiden Allshouse. Alina Amara. Garisa Aslani. Carrie Grace Augustifer. Anthony Austin. Adrian Ayala. Arda Aina. Michael Babcock. Marco Boza Caballero. Michaela Brennan. John Carlos Cabrera. Hannah Caceres. Liam Cahill. Julian Capanier. Bella Rose Cardinale. Yasmeralda Carino. Emma Rose Cartwright. Julian Castillo. Emily Castro Bonilla. Luke Cerulli. Olivia Chamowitz. Edwin Chen. Matthew Chu. Colin Christie. Axel Ari Cipriano Ramos. Isabella Amanda Claveria. Ava Maria Capola. Gennaro Corallo. Mateo Corallo. Arthur Cosin. Jalen Cuervo. Surianne Cunningham. Zindi Surreales. John Daly III. Cecilia Davidson. Jody DeSalvo. Charlie Roxana Deal. Andre Dobravada. Rolando Dozier. Sean Doyle.
Sean Duggan. Elizabeth Dunlop. Bobby Else. Ian and Sancho. Janelle Kabira Ettenhoff. Mia Eubanks. Marina Faltoas. Mia Febo. Daniel Fensick. Leah Mary Finelli. Casey Fitzsimmons. Maya Forte. Khalil Sebastian Fortunat. Daniel Francisco. Darren Galicchio. Hanel Gandhi. Angelina Gargiulo. Jamie Garita. Sophia Geltrud. Ayush Gohil. Yasira Jennifer Gonzalez. John Gossard. Prujal A. Goti. Cole Gumas. Dylan Gravina. Ava Griner. Kaylee Griffin. Alexandra Guzman. Caitlin Hazekamp. Brandon Heredia. Ayla Rose Hernandez. Samuel Herreno. Timothy Hunt. Saul Herworth. Carlito Inductivo. Antrell Irvine Allen. Ansh Jodhani. Jaden Johnson. Hannah Florentina Kane. Ross Kelly. Kyla Kemple. Lika Kachatrayan. Arham Khan. Uzman Khan.
Vriddhi Khanna. Jeffrey Kim. Joseph Kozakowski. Sabrina Kresnicki. Megan Legacy. Mackenzie Lancaster. Juan Lee. Ian Lenigan. Mariah Lopez. Christopher Omar Laura. Samuel Larenk. Yan Yu Lu. Mia Deanna Luciano. Ellison Makaj. Xavier Matsko. Nihal Mangukia. Christopher Marullo. Rebecca Matthews. Vanya Valeria Mayo Rojas. Maya McCosker. Gavin Thomas McGill. Coda Marizzo. Ariana Medina. Jaden Medina Rojas. Gabriel Armando Mendez. Ariana Mendravar. TJ Murley. Brandon Mesa Diaz. Valerie Minnick. Abigail Moeller. William Antonio Montana. Joaquin Naruki. Horatio Nelson. Cinzia Nicodemo. Brian No. Mia Olivo. Catherine Palazzi. Arav Parikh. Kia Parikh. Mishri Parikh. Aryan Patel. Eva Perrin. Francesco Parati. Lauren Flager. It's not on the right page. Alessia Pizza. Nico Porta. Jaden Veronica Ragakis. Neil Rana. Jade Sydney Riccio. Deirdre Reddington. Mia Robertson. Lauren Romsey. Daniela Saavedra. Sarah Michelle Sabia. Philippatir Saliv. Leo Santana. Nicholas Santiago. Jeremiah Santos. Om Savalia. Madeline Savage. Alyssa Schaefer. Matthew Michael Shivey. Ellie Joy Schmidt. Lana Schroeder. Audrey Jane Segadin. Jack Sapechian. Abjoy Shom. Sebastian Silva Botero. Madison Rose Silverstein Quota. Tyler Smith. Isabella Soto. Kai Elijah Sperling. Sean Stone. Richard Sertivell. Honey Sutaria. Dylan Ten. Natalia Tomzak. Dylan Daniel Torres. Evan Tortora. Ryan Travers. Owner Ulular. Louis Van Ness. Ryan Ward. Catherine Weigel. Owen Witt. Emma Lily Wizard.
us many friendships strong and true. What such knowledge thou didst give us, guide our paths along His through. Swordsmanship thou too hast taught us, how to fight a fair, clean fight, whether vanquished or victorious, ne'er to fail thy blue and white. Alma Mater, thus we thank thee for thy guidance, wise and strong. Never proud will be to claim thee, proud that we to thee belong.
One last order of business. Seniors, please take hold of your tassel with your left hand, and on the count of 3, we will move the tassel from right to left. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. And this concludes our evening.